Semoura, thank you for joining
Thanks for having me.
me today. Do you want to let the people know who you are and what you do?
I'm Semoura. I am a trainer and also an instructor at two different gyms. So Sanctuary Fitness and also Circuit Works in downtown, or excuse me, in Santa Monica, I should say.
What made you want to be a trainer?
You know what? Life pushed me in that direction.
Really?
As much as I started to work out and people used to ask me for advice, there was one day where one of my friends kind of gave me this long pep talk and was like, this is what you need to do. She said, you kind of have a fire when you talk about your training. She's like, when we talk fashion, because I was in fashion for 9 years prior. She's like, when we talk fashion, you seem burnt out by it. When we talk about your gym routine, she's like, you light up. She's like, I think that's what you need to do. I was like, And then fast forward, I would say about 3 years after that conversation, I kind of started to look into it because I realized I was getting opportunities presented to me to train that I turned down because I didn't think that was my path. And then finally one day I had to wake up and realize that's where God was pushing me towards. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And you train a lot of people.
a lot. Yeah. I think the classes hold up to like 36 people. And then I have my own clients and I'm starting to build outside of that.
Okay. And so it's been fruitful thus far.
Yeah, can't complain.
Got you. And you spoke about light. Do you feel like that same light that you get talking about it, you kind of give off to other people?
And they give to me. I think it's like reciprocity. I wake up super early in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. But I'm up at 4 a.m. every day. And the minute I walk in the room, it's just a different fire and passion that lights up inside of me to train them and run them through their routine and just to watch their progress and seeing people who like maybe couldn't lift a 20-pound dumbbell and now they're like smashing a 25 or 30 or something like that. So yeah, they give me just as much energy as I give to them.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And so for your own goal, your own plight, you're a physique athlete. How did
Training for bikini.
Yeah.
It was just it's a challenge. So it's something that I never planned on to do as a child. And one day I looked at it, and the more I started looking into different aspects of fitness, I came across obviously competitions, and I see the work ethic that they put in. And so it's a different level of training from just your standard, I'm going to go and get healthy. It's so much more. It's not physical, it's mental. It's trying to balance out your schedule and your life and realizing that you're going to have to subtract some things in order to make that your main focus. And so I like a challenge. So, I decided to go ahead and hop on in.
And you feel like you're able to very much fuse it and I guess mold it the way you want?
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's
no.
hard, right?
Yeah. I mean, my coach said it before, there's never a such thing as a perfect competition prep. It just doesn't exist. And if it does, it's because you're not doing enough. So your gym routine can be on fire, right?
Yeah.
But maybe you fall off on your meal prep or vice versa. There's some people, who still I tell people I don't have a social life anymore because I don't right now. Yeah. You can't. So if your prep is going perfect and there's no hiccups in it, you're not going hard enough. There's more that can be done.
There's something that's special about that.
Yeah.
In kind of the obstacle is the way. Interesting.
And it's like life, right? Life is not perfect. You're going to have ups and downs and valleys and peaks. And that's the same thing with competition prep. It's just how you get over that.
Yeah.
That's
beautiful. Yeah. So the challenge really gets you.
I like a challenge. I'm competitive by nature, but I like something that's really going to force me to get uncomfortable.
And what do you feel like your overall fitness journey is with the bikini?
It's something very new to step into.
Yeah.
And it's such a learning curve. You think you know one aspect of it, and then you start to learn. I'm still learning stuff from my coach.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
I'm with a team. We're called Beast Factory Fitness.
Okay.
My coach's name is Bobby.
Okay.
And there's so much knowledge he drops on us all the time where I'm like, dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Or I knew it, but not to that degree of what the detail he's giving us.
Okay.
So it's a huge, huge learning curve.
Interesting.
Fitness-wise.
Especially because you just kind of see it from a distance beforehand, right? And you just see almost like a feel, you get snippets.
Yeah.
And then you see the stage, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, so watching it is one thing, and then actually being in it, it's a totally different,
right.
And then
do you feel like being in it now, it truly like merits like or warrants, I guess, the term of sport, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you still have to have this mental clarity, this focus, and this dedication, the same as an athlete that plays football or basketball. You know, there's certain things you have to block out because that's your end game is to hit that stage and to bring the best physical body that you can, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that if you're allowing outside sources to kind of come in and distract you. So
Yeah.
that means turning down going to the movies or going
Yeah.
out to brunch or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just somebody saying, oh, let's get coffee. I can't.
Certain level of discipline, right? Have you always been disciplined that way?
No.
No.
No. That I would say over the past like 3 years, it started. Like I started to focus on that. The past 2 years is when my discipline, I would say, has been its best.
Okay.
But I mean, there's always room to grow in that too.
Yeah.
You know, I still have my weaknesses.
Absolutely.
I still, you know, there's days where I may slip off my meal plan because I'm just like tacos, pizza,
Yeah.
you know? And then I realize like, okay, for what I need to get to, like I'm the only person, right? We're the only person that could ever limit ourselves. Nobody else, no other element.
Yeah.
We impose the limitations on ourselves. So
Yeah. There's a certain level of like accountability you have to take, right?
huge level.
And that's the only way that you can probably like get to where you ultimately want to be.
Yep.
Do you see yourself 5 years from now still doing?
Competing, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm still, you know, getting en route to do my first show when I get the date chosen.
Okay.
But for sure, fitness. I mean, I love it too much. I've always wanted to be able to help others just discover their power and just how great they can be.
Amen.
And so that, you know, this is what that is for me. It lights just a fire in me to be able to help somebody else. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be doing this for a while.
That's awesome.
For a while.
And do you feel like the sport very much, I guess, aligns with like, I guess, like, what is your holistic, like, overview for wellness? Like, what's your holistic approach, I guess?
I'm very much about like food being just it. So
Okay.
I don't like medicine of any kind. I'm not a fan of it. I'm the person that like if I get a headache or I sneeze or whatever, like I'm gonna look to food first
Okay.
as my source, you know, before I look to anything else. So holistically, I think food is your medicine, and I think if you're feeding yourself trash, you're gonna feel like trash, and you're not gonna be able to put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
But if you're eating clean, you know, and you're eating nature,
Yeah.
in a sense,
Yeah.
then yeah.
I got you.
Yep.
And on the days that you're not particularly feeling the workout, the days you don't want to go in and you're tired, like, what do you think about? Like, what
God.
God
Yeah.
gets you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not doing any of this like on my own. So that is outside of the gym being my therapy, I have a very, very close relationship with God. So meditating and praying.
Yeah.
And there literally are days where I do not want to be in a gym.
Yeah.
I don't want to set foot in a gym.
Yeah.
But I can't pray and ask for things and not be willing to put in the work.
That's
So
a beautiful saying. I like that. And if you could train with anybody,
Serena Williams and The Rock. That's it.
The Rock.
Give me both of them.
Yo, The Rock and the
He's
Iron Paradise.
intense.
Yeah.
Give me both of them. I'd be
He'd
good.
have like the whole tent and everything.
Yeah.
That's cool. So are those like your inspirational figures too, in terms of like
Yeah.
fitness?
I mean, I like anything intense, to be honest, with the way social media is set up and that whole like explorer page on Instagram. I come across so many things of seeing people like before and after or
Yeah.
watching them bounce back from injury.
Yeah.
So honestly, anybody who's fighting for a goal, because nobody has the same physical goal, right?
No.
There are some people who are perfectly content being thicker
Absolutely.
and not having that aesthetically pleasing like abs and cuts and all that. It's not everyone's goal.
Absolutely.
So seeing everybody fight for what their idea of healthy is
Yeah.
and their comfortable levels, that's inspirational to me.
Almost like peace with themselves, right?
Because you have to have that. If everybody was trying to, and there are some people, but if everybody was trying to be the same person, it'd be a very, very, very boring world. You know what I
Right.
mean? And nobody would get inspiration from anywhere because everybody would just be stagnant.
Amen to that. Yeah. So final question, health is wealth. What does that mean to you?
Health comes first over anything. I think you have some people that are focused on so many material things, whether it's clothing or jewelry or cars or whatever. And it's like, that's all good. But if you wake up tomorrow, or you don't wake up tomorrow, I should say, because you're treating your body like trash, what is that all for?
Yeah.
So I think your own physical health, well-being is the number one thing you should put forward first. And you know, you feel good, you look good,
Yeah.
and then everything else will fall into place.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Semoura. Could
Thank
you
you.
let us know where to find you?
Semoura Marche, so that's Semoura, the month of March with an E at the end, is my Instagram tag. That'd be the best place. It's where I post my videos and you get in contact with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look forward to your success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.